For today, I want to share an item I've been having for quite some time without making any ASMR content with it. At this local flea market, I managed to find a old White Dwarf Magazine, which turned out to be 20 years old this February. So this is an old issue from 2005. It is in a very good condition. It doesn't smell anymore like a new magazine, but the pages aren't yellowed in any ways. This issue contains a lot of information about the Lord of the Rings strategy game, which I do enjoy very much. I hope this will be a very relaxing and maybe nostalgic for you to watch. I really hope you will sit back and enjoy this video together with me. Thank you for watching. This is the White Dwarf Magazine by Games Workshop. Here on the cover we can see that it contains some of the Eldar wave serpent grab tank, and also featuring the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game. We have a lot of the orcs or ogres on the cover. This was Forkwind back in the day. In this issue we have the news, the White Dwarf team, new releases next month, Doc Butcher, and some Warhammer, the Ivory Road journal, battle report, Belly of the Beast, the Under Empire, A Tale of Four Gamers, Bugman's Lament Part 4, and some from Warhammer 40,000, Index Xenox, Bjeltan, Tactica Bjeltan, The Wave Serpent, Space Marine Legends, Heroes of the Imperium, some Necromunda, the Iron Lords, The Lord of the Rings, The Scouring of the Shrine, The Revenge of Aragorn, The Hunt for Gollum, The War Begins, The Back of Isengard, The Wrath of Mordor, and the Astronomicon, Events Diary, Games Workshop Direct, Store Finder, Hobby Supplies and Subscriptions. Welcome to the jungle. Foray into the rainforest with the forthcoming Warhammer Realms and Lustria. Coming in mid-2005 from the hallowed chambers of games development is Lustria. This new tome heralds something of a departure from army books and campaign books, because it isn't neither. Warhammer Realm is all about taking your armies into different regions and proving a new context in which to play games, says Andy Hoare, author of the new book. Lustria is the first of these unique settings we're developing for the Warhammer world, and will conjure a very real environment for our armies to battle over. Besides the enemy, in Lustria players will be literally fighting the jungle itself. The core rules of the book reflects this, as well as an event role before the battle, which could be anything from the weather to a jungle plague. There's a whole new gaming phase. And it tells White Dwarf. This is the encounters phase, in which players can activate parts of the jungle such as carnivores, plants or native curses. these stay active for the duration of the game, making things very perilous. A new double act is going to be hitting your game of the Lord of the Rings soon. Sharky and Worm are two sinister characters whose fates are inextricably linked. There's a lot of information in these old magazines, plastered by links and maybe a little bit of ads. Look here at the bottom corner, we have some pictures of the old websites. I can get really nostalgic about these older looking websites. There were a lot of online games and communities I used to be a part of when growing up, and these old websites makes me so nostalgic. Some of the editorials, we have some of the different writers of this magazine. Guy, we have Nick, Paul, another Paul, we have Christian and Greg. New releases, Tribal Warfare. We have up here Greasius Goldtooth, Ogre Kingdom Butchers. This looks like the guys from the covers. So I will probably write about them being ogres and not orcs. Ogre Kingdom Iron Guts and Ogre Culture. We have the Ogre Kingdom's Noblar's Grab Launcher, Ogre Kingdom's Is this the word Jedi or Yeti? Captain Lysander, Captain Shrike, and the Eldar Wave Serpent. Look, we even have the currency in quid pound, then in Danish kronor, euro, my native country, Sweden, with the Swedish krona, and then Norway, the norsk krona. Even though these all say the same, KR for kronor, we all have neighboring countries, all have separate currencies. I think the Swedish krona is the lowest one, while Norway and Denmark are really expensive. So I think in Sweden it looks to be lower, in Denmark, but this is like double the Swedish krona. We have some fanatics. Models are available in the in-store order point. Some Dwarf Hunter, Eldar Vipers, Eldar Nightwings, Eldar Warwalkers. It's quite hard to find these old figurines today, right? Probably have to buy them pre-built, painted second hand. Warhammer. The Ivory Road. Perilous adventure in the wild lands of the Ogre Kingdoms. Ogre Kingdoms writer Phil Kelly puts quill to parchment once again for the first installment of the journals of noted Empire mapmaker Ruben Kite, in whose destiny of the ogres loom even larger than usual. Sigmarside 12th of the year of our Lord Sigmar 2502. I will be a happy man if I never set foot on a boat again. By all of the gods, that journey nearly finished me. A mere 3 days after we set off, I concluded that I would rather have walked naked throughout the dark lands than attempt the coast by schooner again. The stinking, sweltering hold, the appalling squalls that drove me down there, the swarthy, opportunistic sons of goats that pass as a crew, and maggot-riddled rations that I wouldn't offer to a rat. All topped off with the constant rolling of the seas that forced my beloved stomach to endure a fortnight of torment. I wonder if my microphone is picking this up, but it's a snowstorm outside right now where I live. We have the beautiful map. Journey began here, over the nobler country. Howling wastes, dragon isles. Land of the Lord. The Ogre Kingdoms. Night on bare mountains. Stop those thieving snowblers. Reuben Kite's caravan came to a halt on the slopes on the infamous Bear Mountain as the sun was setting. Unfortunately, shortly thereafter, a disagreement broke out amongst the Ogre guards, which is also a part of the game. Belly of the Beast. I really love ogres. It's my favorite race in all tabletop and online gaming. I used to think they look so amazing. This month's armies, who shall prevail in this content of arms? Let's take a quick look at the strength and weaknesses of the two forces. So we have the Ogre strength and Empire strength, Ogre weakness and Empire weakness. Did any one of you used to have this magazine back in the day, 20 years ago? Do you still keep it? Do you still remember it? The Gut Ripper Tribe. And by turns, we may look at this ogre hat. Really amazing. All this beautifully painted scenery. Feel free to pause the video if you would like to view the pictures a bit more. If I would go through everything, this video would be hours on hours long. Which isn't that realistic. The Under Empire, Scrivener Anthony Reynolds dares the tunnels that run beneath Earth to describe the strongholds of the nefarious Skaven. Deep beneath the old world, there exists another world, the Under Empire of the Skaven. The labyrinth tunnels and great caverns of this realm stretch far and wide, allowing entire armies of the foul ratmen to move around unheeded until they are ready to swarm from their lairs and overcome their enemies in an unstoppable time. These tunnels link the strongholds of the Skaven in men's place filled with minions of the sand creatures, all struggling to cling to their miserable lives. further rodent reading. If you want to know all there is about the Skaven terrible menace, then read the loathsome Ratman and all their vile kin. It's packed with old lore and secrets, painstakingly researched by Wilhelm Leiber, containing all of his ideas and theories. It also features fabulous artwork, including 2 new pieces by legend John Blanche. Look, what a beautiful map. I wish I had this in full art, not with the spine in the middle. I don't want to bend this old vintage magazine. But I love going through maps and pointing. The Skaven under Empire map key, Skaven stronghold, Skaven ladder, battle site, dates of tunnel excavation. Seed of pillar, Karkatras, Karasakara, Black Mountains, Blackwater, the World's Edge Mountains, Kislev, Northern Wastes, Bretonia, Stalia, Tilian Sea, Via, Divans, Norsk. A Tale of War Gamers. Some maps, Crimson Tears, Witchfinder, the Warhammer comic, Blood Quest, the complete tales from a 10-tailed cat, Blood on the Lake, a journey throughout the old world. Here we have Bugman's Lament. Part 4 of a Warhammer campaign by Nick. So we come to it at last. This is the final battle in the saga of Bugman's Lament. Kit Guzzler has gathered a great and powerful goblin army to his banner, uniting the tribes of the bandit Garrot Snag and the shaman Grabnat. They march upon the brewery of Joseph Bugman as our euphonious hero makes haste to reinforce his clansmen after being waylaid by pirates. Can Bugman get back in time to save his brewery? Read on. How cute these old dwarf models are. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. Then we're going into the segment of Warhammer 40,000. Love this artwork. Index Enox, the Swordwind. The galactic south is home to 1,000 menaces and traitorous foes of the Imperium. However, few threats that dwell there are more mysterious and deadly than the Eldar of the Biltan craft world. Adam Troke files a report on this scourge of the Imperium. The bloody-handed god. At the fall of the Eldar, when the great enemy was born into the universe, it is said that Kayla Mencha Cain fought her and was defeated. However, Cain was not destroyed, but his shattered spirit was scattered far and wide. Legends tell that where the pieces of its spirit came to rest, avatars of the bloody-handed god were found. Built-on Guardian variant, the built-on Banshee variant, the built-on Banshee, built-on Fire Dragon, and built-on Dragon variant. The built-on Craft World Eldar are renowned for having a large number of aspect warriors and making use of the powerful court of the young king. Swift and deadly, the reliance on this specialist troop means a built-on army plays differently to other Eldar armies. Games developer and Eldar enthusiast Alessio Cavator describes how to get the best from this highly specialized force. This whooping hawks. The Wave Serpent is the principal troop transport of the Eldar. Its forward-facing energy field enables it to carry up to 10 Eldar warriors directly into the heart of the fiercest fights, while its powerful ornament allows it to operate in a fire support role once its deadly cargo has been delivered. Painting workshop. Here they even describe it. Use different mesh. Look at this, like mesh pattern. That's really cool. Very creative. Space Marine legend. The librarians of each Space Marine chapter maintain the litanies of honor won on the field of battle, recording the living histories of its warriors for future generations of battle brothers to learn from. Many chapters have histories stretching back to the dark days of the Horus heresy and can point to heroes known and revered throughout the galaxy. Such sagas of valor are the greatest example of martial spirit in the universe and, over the centuries, have become mythic and epic tales that are told across the Imperium. Some of the White Scars legends. The Salamanders. Imperial faces. Heroes of the Imperium. Shrike and Lysander have distinguished themselves as legendary warriors of the Space Marines. Graham McNeil and Pete Haynes look at the making of these two heroes of the Imperium. Heavy metal showcase. Look at this beautifully painted Emperor's Children's Dreadnought. I love these metallic, almost rosé gold and pink colors. Slan Match, Priest, Captain Kutuzov, Ivan Father, Lord Solomon, beautifully painted figurines. Even look at the face of these Wings of Faith. Amazing. This is really, really amazing artwork. Necromunda of the Iron Lords. White Dwarf crawls back into the Underhive in the first part of our new Necromunda campaign, the Iron Lords, which will let us look at how to run your own campaign as a game master. Enter the Iron Yard if you dare. Tainted glory or an ignominious death awaits. Scum of the Underhive. the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game. I was really excited to see I found an old magazine with some of these. I'm really starting to get into this type of strategy battle games, but I've loved Lord of the Rings since I was a child. Scouring of the Shrine. As the Fellowship celebrates their victory over Sauron, the hobbits return to the shrine to find it suffering at the hands of ruffians. The Scouring of the Shrine, the fourth supplement for the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game, is nearly upon us. The figurines: Frodo of the Nine Fingers, Samwise the Brave, Peregrine Took, God of the Citadel, Meriadoc, Brandybuck, Knight of the Mark, Very Jorgenworn, Paladin Took, Farmer Maggot, Ruffians with Club, Ruffian with Bow. Aragorn's Revenge. In this scenario, Aragorn seeks revenge on the orc chieftain who killed his father in the empty wilds of Rhudaur. This makes me so happy. Viggo Mortensen is a fantastic actor, and I think every woman's first and last love in life is Aragorn. What a fantastic role model of a man. Still wish to find a man with these values and morals today. Aragorn never knew his father Arathorn, who was slain when the future king of Gondor was but 2 years old. Aragorn's younger days were spent in Elrond's household, his ancestry concealed from him, and all but a few of Elrond's most trusted allies. Given the name of Estel, Hope, Aragorn grew to adulthood amongst the elves of Rivendell, where he was taught the many skills that he would need in the years to come. Beautiful picture. The hunt for Gollum, that we can see him here down at the bottom. The search is on for the One Ring. Sauron, the Dark Lord of Mordor, knows that it's been found and yearns to claim it. The White Council fears this and have dispatched the Gandalf to find the last ring bearer, the creature known as Gollum. The war begins. Smoke rises from Orodruin. The fortress of Barad-dûr is rebuilt. A fell power grows behind the walls of Mordor. All races are preparing for the coming struggle, including the brave warriors of White Dwarfs, as Gael explains. We have Knights of Thunder, the Ithilien Guard, Sons of the Desert, the White Hand Gang, Sauron needs you. When the Lord of Ela calls for aid, who is Guy to say no? Guy's orc warband has a Gorbag model as its leader. His shield was clipped off a plastic cork. Isengard's back. Fury of Mordor. Which was all the great game of Minas Tirith that was the wrath of Grond was unleashed. Wreathed in flame, the great battering ram split the white city open to be ravaged by Mordor. Here Grond is ambitious created by the guys at Warhammer World in the Lord of the Rings scale. We have the draught animals, Geralt's body. When hobbits attack, Sharky didn't know what lay in store when he decided to oppress the seemingly docile people of the shrine, for beneath the bucolic exterior of every hobbit lurks a will of iron and a low tolerance for outside interference. The Astronomican, Essential Games Workshop hobby reference. Events diary and what's on here. The Warhammer World. Some gaming clubs. I wonder if there are some like that in my city. Ordering direct. Games Workshop Direct is the ultimate service for Games Workshop hobbyists. With a quick trip to our websites or a chat on the phone to one of our friendly hobby specialists, every Citadel miniature you want can be dispatched to your address. But Direct is far more than merely an ordering service. Game Component Part Service. Classic and Collector's Models Advanced Order. Exclusive models and releases. Subscriptions delivered to your door. Hobby specialists. Some of the items you can order. We have the Eldar Kill Team, Dursak Dragonback, Nurgle Daemon Prince, Dwarf Fire Thrower, Scum of the Underhive. Scum of the Underhive. It's every man for himself as the desperate gangs of Necromunda battle it out in the first episode of White Dwarf's campaign, the Iron Lords. And the weapons. Beautiful. Here's a store finder, gaming rooms. All over England. Essex. Cumbria, Cornwall, Cleveland, Derbyshire, Devon, Kent. All over the world. Bulgaria, Croatia. Here we have 10 more. Can we find some for Sweden maybe? Probably not. No. Some hobby supplies. Citadel brushes, fine detail brushes, standard brush, large brush, dry brush, detail brush, base coat brush, small dry brush, tank brush. Here's an old book by Games Workshop, How to Paint Citadel Miniatures. The Citadel color paints and inks. Some hobby tip on painting Eldar wine patterns. White Dwarf Magazine, What Have You Missed? Some previous issues you can still borrow. And here's how to subscribe. The spread to get your eager paws on the next issue of White Dwarf. Luckily, there's no need to wait. By subscribing, you will get your copy up to a week earlier than it's available in the shop. And here's the order form that you fill in, cut out, and send in. Here on the back side is also a preview of the next month, Discovering of the Shrine from the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game. Very beautiful artwork with the ruffians and the hobbits really hope you enjoy this content. If you enjoy and want to support my channel, you can check out my Patreon, where I upload weekly exclusive content for only $5 a month. Other than that, I hope you subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave a like and a comment to boost my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video.